I have had this thing sitting here for almost 3 weeks now, and I've got to get this review video started on the Ice Cold PB1000. Yeah. Okay, let's start. And just like that, we're off and running. It is Saturday, June 15th. It's about 2 o'clock, 2:06. I've got 32% battery. We just got our first request. Y'all saw me just turn it on. We're going to go ahead and take it. Little $8 ride to get started. I don't know where this day's going to take us, but I know this. I'm going to get Candace. As long as I'm trying to get my rides, I've been making some money. Now, I ain't been saying I've been making great money, but I've been making some money. I'm actually having a decent week so far, considering I haven't gotten that big home run hit like I did last week. Remember last week's Saturday was over $500. So I'm getting out late, 2 o'clock. I don't know if I can hit that. But you know the goal is 250. Goal is always 250 on Fridays and Saturdays. Always 250. If we do better, that's awesome. If we do worse, we got to figure out why. Anyway, let's go get Candace. It's time to go, y'all. It's go time. Go time. Let's get this money. All right, so I just finished charging up for the night. We're at 90%. Only cost me $18 from 17%. That's pretty good. I immediately got a request. Comfort ride. From literally North Delray, South Boynton, going to MIA for $43. I don't know why I accepted it. I need a hole in my head to accept this. 56 miles, 1 hour, $42. This isn't a comfort ride. Like, this is like an X ride, but I don't have X turned on. I don't get it. But it is what it is. See y'all when I drop off in Miami. Yeah, leave your comments down below. Tell me what a dumbass I am for taking this one. I dropped those folks off. It was a nice, easy ride. Took just about an hour. You can see the trip here. And you know, that might be one of the worst rides I've ever taken, like ever, payout wise. But it was a quick hour. It was an easy hour. Just the mileage was terrible. Anyway, they threw me a $19 tip on that ride. So it took it from 43 to 62, which now all of a sudden the ride's somewhat palatable. But the fact that we have to count on tips, you know, I guess it was about 6 months ago I said this is what it was going to be. They've already been doing this with DoorDash, Uber Eats, where the base pay is so bad, right? You guys that do the food delivery at $1 base pay, $1.25 base pay, you know, and I see all the channels coming up with the food delivery and how it's just so bad. And you guys got to depend on tips from the customers. But you guys forget, and this is going to hit rideshare. I said this was going to hit rideshare at some point, where we are going to become a tip-based payout system. Little by little. Little by little. Little by little. $43 for that ride I took, 58 miles, an hour and 6 minutes. That's not good, man. That's just terrible. $62 thanks to the tip. That's not so bad. Better than $1 a mile. Regardless that it's a comfort ride. Better than $1. Well, it's $1 a mile, basically. Right? $62 an hour. Right? $1 a minute. I don't care who you are, you cannot argue with those numbers. But the fact that we got to depend on the tips to make that happen, that's crazy to me. Absolutely insanity. Now, I did not get rematched back out of MIA. When I pulled up in there, and if I can remember, I'll throw some video. Where am I at? Over here. I'll throw some video over here from the dash cam. When I pulled into the airport, it was about 5:10, 5 p.m., 5:10 p.m. Dude, there was no traffic in there. Miami International Airport on a Saturday evening with no traffic at departures. None. When I looked in the queue, 235 X cars in the queue at MIA. I don't know, y'all. I'm telling you, the rides aren't out here. So in hindsight, I wound up driving. I wound up deadheading all the way back up to Boca where I'm at now. I'm going to go to my little hot spot. I ain't telling y'all my hot spot, but I got a little hot spot. I'm going to go to my hot spot, see what happens there. Like, it doesn't make sense to sit in a dead area or in a high volume area, meaning there's so many drivers there. Why would you sit there? It makes no sense. So I deadheaded back up. We're going to see if my theory is correct. Anyway, we're at 76.17 on 3 trips today, and it's 6:14 p.m. Let's see how much money we can make. We need to get to 250. At this point, though, I think I might settle for 200. I might just settle for 200. So I was just looking at one of the comments that was made on yesterday's video, which would have been today's video tomorrow, yesterday. Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, they brought up my man Gio, Rideshare Revolution. I remember Gio, man. Gio is an OG when it comes to ride sharing out of Chicago. He was cracking 2K before 2K was popular. Like, he was a straight up hustler. And he was a straight up, he was as honest as they come. He kept it real, 100%. Not necessarily street, but it had that street mentality to it. I miss Gio, man. Gio was good people. I don't know, him and the guy that I really don't care for got into some kind of legal dispute, and I don't know what happened to Gio after that. He either got smart and got out the game, because he was a smart guy too, man. He was not stupid. He was a good, smart guy. Yeah. Anyway, talk about beefs in the gig world. Are you guys paying attention to the whole Sin City Diaries deal? How people are calling him out for posting other people's stuff. But I listened to his rebuttal video today where he addressed all the allegations, and he said it was all part of his plan, where he purposely reposted it. Man, my point to this is, y'all get so triggered out there in the world of the gig economy, right? Everybody's like so, what's the right word? Frustrated with payouts and the apps and how bad they don't pay us enough like they should. Remember I said that yesterday? That's the new thing. They don't pay us like we want them to. But people get into their emotions, and then they choose sides. And next thing you know, there's a whole YouTube, social media, DoorDash, Instacart, Uber, Lyft, beef. It's a bunch of bullshit, y'all. And the apps love it, because if you're arguing amongst each other, well, hell, you ain't arguing at the apps. You know what I'm saying? Same shit with politics. Some of y'all claim, oh, Vinny's a Republican. I'm not a fucking Republican. I have no party affiliation. I am more conservative than I am liberal. Hell yeah. Right? I think the Democrat Party is just completely out their goddamn minds. But it doesn't matter, because if they can keep placing those wedges in between the different groups of people, then we argue amongst each other, the peasants, and then the kings, the politicians, our eyes aren't on them, and they keep getting away with shit. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I just did another Premier ride, $27, went about 11 miles. We're at 103.53 for 4 rides. It is 7:12 p.m., and that ride I took to Miami really drained my battery, right? It so many ways that the ride was bad, but listening to Dolphin BTC, Pascal, and listening to Nick Williams, they ain't getting a whole lot of rides right now. So, you know what? Sometimes you got to take the good for the bad. Anyway, 36%. If I get by a charger, I'm going to stop and pop, put in some more juice. But I definitely want to get back to where I just was, because that's normally a good area to get some dinner rides. So let's see what happens, y'all. Let's see what. All right, so I got bored, started getting sleepy. Wasn't a whole lot of rides coming through. I got a couple more rides. I only got to 6 total rides today. 6 total rides today. 149.37, something like that. I'll post it here. You guys know I don't like posting my earnings, but some people have questioned, am I actually making what I'm making? So I gotta, I'll make the exception. Anyway, oddest thing happened tonight though. I had a comfort ride come through. I don't know, it was like $26 going from Boca to Hallandale. I accepted the trip, but then when I went back to check the rider rating, because it came through so quick, I accidentally started the trip, and I didn't even get to the destination yet to pick the guy up. So I wound up canceling the trip out, and I felt bad. I didn't mean to start. It's first time in 8 years I've ever done that. Accidentally started a trip. Anyway, so I took a cancellation hit. All right, no big deal. I'm 11 cancellations out of the last 200 trips. Shoot me. And then it did come back again at like 27 and change on Trip Radar. But we all know if I hit the Trip Radar button, I ain't getting it anyway. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. We're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate y'all being with me. This was vlog 27. We only got 2 more vlogs left. Yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. All right. See ya when I see ya. Happy pre-Father's Day to all y'all out there.